Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday! I am NinjaGuyX, and today we are playing WTC. Geez, I'm having a blank, but it's Relentless Protagonist, with brackets SXX. SXS. I'm not sure what this means, but yeah, very exciting. I know that WTC means Welcome to Chichester. I'm not sure what this is yet, but yeah, it's a visual novel made by Priority Interactive Novels. So these developers, they've made a bunch of visual novels. It's crazy. They have like a handful, at least 20, I think. And very exciting. WTC Relentless Protagonist is actually a side story. So we don't need to play, the whole series to understand it. From my understanding, I think that there's probably like parts where you'd understand it better if you play, all the games. But yeah, I'm pretty curious about this one. I haven't played a visual novel in so long. I think the last one I played was 999. That was on the DS back then. But I actually played it in 2019 or 2020. So yeah, that was super fun. I'm kind of curious to see where the story is going to go at, because I really don't know what the story is about. I haven't played any of them. I haven't watched any trailers or anything like that. So let's have a first look, and then at the end of the stream, I'll give you my thoughts, and we'll go from there. It's going to be super fun. All right, so let's go ahead and close the music now and start the game up. So I have my controller plugged in. I'm not sure if it's supporting a controller, but if it isn't, it doesn't matter, because it's just a visual novel, right? So we can just click to read the story. So, wait, you guys are not seeing, but there's a disclaimer here. There you go. This game contains I didn't have a chance to look at that, but fair warning to anybody who watched this. There might be explicit content. So yeah, let's see what this is all about. Ooh, there are 60 achievements here. Let's see. Okay, can I use my controller? Let's see. Okay, maybe not controller supported. I'm not sure, but maybe just on this screen. Music is very soothing. The Priority has a YouTube, a Mastodon, Twitter. Yeah, let's go look at the achievements. New name, enter a new name, and then start a new game. Talk to father, talk to mother. Okay, typical achievements. I wonder if there's some replayability in it. There's a story recap, so if you want to okay, so if you want to go through the story again, you can go there if you don't remember. Then background, you can unlock some stuff. Man, this game has a lot more meat than I thought it would have. Oh my god, look at all these settings. Background gallery, achievements. That's not what I want. I want to see preferences. Roll back side. Okay, skip. I think we'll leave it all how it is right now. Be good. All right, so let me just close that down here on the side and start a new game. You know what? I'm gonna use my mouse and keyboard. It's all good. Okay, select the gender. We have female. Got female or male protagonist randomly selected. Interesting. Then we got a male protagonist. You know what? I'm gonna go with the male one. I feel like that would be the canon one. I don't know why. I seen him in the earlier games, so we'll try the male one. All right, so it's gonna be storytelling, guys. I'll be reading these. I don't know if I'll be doing voices today, but So hey, why isn't my security card working? Having problem again? Yes, don't know why, but my card just isn't being accepted. Okay, write your full name, legibly please, in the registry book, and then you can get on your merry way. So my name is Ethan Lewis. There. Congratulations, you can write your name. Anyway, with that out of the way, I had better get going. I'll unlock the door. Here we go, good luck. Holy moly, what is that? That was really strange. 3 years ago. Click when ready to continue. Oh, who is this? Now, I wonder if... Oh, and there's a lot of options here. Back, history, skip, forward, load, save. I love that. I need to remember to save after this. Ah! Wait for me! I was wondering whether you would turn up. I wouldn't say I had much choice about it. Now get in, Grendel, before your lot start getting suspicious. Alright, we're in the car. Here you go. Let me click history here for fun. Look at that. I can see, like, if I miss on something. I love that. That's a feature that every game should have, honestly. You know, when you misread something or you want to go back. I don't see why we couldn't have met at our usual place. But when I would have had to get up even earlier, and I really like my beauty sleep. Late night, huh? How did you? No, of course not. You wouldn't have happened to have stayed up all night to watch your favorite anime program thing. Of course not. I would never do that before a mission. Past experience states otherwise. You're not going to fall asleep on me during some critical point, are you? What? What do you take me for? I'm packed full of energy drink goodness. Why me? Why me? Anyway, don't we have more important things to discuss? Like what? Unless I'm very much mistaken, and I'm not. This is a new vehicle. Yes. Can't think why. As I said at the time, I had absolutely no idea how your previous wreck of an automobile ended up being sold for scrap and money being transferred to my account. Okay. Just not right blaming poor old me for your mistakes. You should have locked the vehicle's doors. They were locked. Well then, problem has been solved for you. The disappearance has forced you to upgrade your favorite type of transport to something that hopefully has better security. Must say, it's pretty comfortable. I could do with at least 3 of these. You could sell me this one for a start. No way. At least think about it. Then I would only have to purchase 2 others. Perhaps some soothing music would help your computation? Man, I don't know what that word is. Typical me with my French. Would you give me a chance to try out your stereo system as well? Can it wait? I'm expecting a call. This is of extreme importance. Don't worry though. I'll turn it down when needed. Fine, but not too loud. You don't want to be deaf before you're 20. Yes, Daddy. Now, where is it? Where is it? Where's what? 118 WTC radio station. Never heard of it. Not surprised. It's for hip and trendy people. Found it. WTC? And we're just once again thank you, okay, sorry, I'm going back. And we must once again thank our most generous financial backer, Wendell Minx, for allowing this radio station to run without advertising for another year. Wait, is she rich or something? Of course, a public access radio station. We're better to peddle her ridiculous ideology than there. We have had to make some compromises in order to claim this money. Don't worry, we'll hardly notice the difference. Before we play our next song, I would like to say how much we appreciate our wonderful general, smart, kind, and beloved patron, Wendell Minx. All hail Wendell Minx! All hail me! Wow. I mean, Wendell Minx. Pass. Now, to honor our wonderful and kind-hearted benefactor, we will now play Sonatas for 2 Oboes by Jan Dismas Selenka. What? Oh, no, you won't. Oh. WTC here. Ignacio Octid speaking. How can I help? Hello, Ignacio. Hello, my dear. If you're looking to enter the best fashion conscious team, then you've got the wrong radio station you need. Have you forgotten who I am already? Who are you? I'm Wendell Minx. Eep! I am out of job? You will be unless you put me through to Draven immediately. I will. Please wait. Draven? Huh? What are you shouting about? It's her. It's who? My mother? No, you idiot. It's her, the station's owner. You mean, put her through then, quick. Hey, Bruce! Welcome, my friend. We're playing WTC, Relentless Protagonist. It's a visual novel, and yeah, it looks like Jinx is a radio owner. I'm not too sure, but we'll see here. Do they know that we can hear them? I very much doubt it. I only let them stay on because... hello, Wendell. I'm glad that you've tuned it. As we're just about to play a nice Baroque piece to celebrate. No, you're not going to play whatever that is, but no argument. I have something far better for you to broadcast to your audience. Oh? What could be better than a steering tune from Zelenka? Well, how about... Should we say Everybody's Got a Plan by All the Right Moves? Or the team tune to Dr. Not Nice Against the World by Suchi Sakagami. Trial and error. Yeah, we'll do the second one. What's that? You don't know what Dr. Not Nice Against the World is? I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. Wish you were. Ignacio. What's Dr. Not Nice Against the World? What? Really? Is it any good? That bad, eh? Glad I don't waste my time with it then. Are you disparaging the best television program ever? Yeah, Bruce. I know what you're here for. Hopefully we see some knockers today. We'll see. Be careful what you say. It's all ready for you, boy. Was the license expensive? I had to. Good news, we've now got a commercial license to play the team tune. About time too, by the way. I want this played non-stop for 24 hours. Okay. People would get rather sick of it, you know. That's impossible. People won't be able to get enough of it. As requested by our absolutely fabulous and generous financial backer, Wendell Minx, we will be playing Fighter by Suichi Sakagami, Trial and Error. Non-stop for 24 hours. For the next 24 hours non-stop, you lucky people. Thank you. I hope that both myself and Ignacio here have earned your... At least you didn't use your real name. Of course not. I didn't want another lecture of being inconspicuous. No good gameplay by your friend Ninja. Nope. Today is a read-along with NinjaGuyX, Bruce. It's for your own safety, Rendell. Here we go. Lecture time again. As I keep stating over and over again, you should never hope all your radical dudes and dudettes are ready to be blown away. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yes. Very much so. Blah? Blah. Fight! Rendell! Oh man, the music. Kinda loud, isn't it? Let me lower that down a little bit. There you go. Don't do that to me. Oh man, there's lyrics and everything. That's gonna be hard to read at the same time. You haven't heard a word I've been saying, have you? Of course I have. I agreed 100% with everything you said. Let's turn this music down a bit. It's far too loud. Oh, there you go. Let me put it back to normal volume here. Like this? Yeah, like that. Good enough. I was saying that despite your mother interfering, things could work out well. She's not interfering. Oh, got an achievement here. Brenda calls a radio station. Yeah, right. It looks like the lure of action was too much for her, so she decided to hold my parents hostage, ordered me to pick you up, get the super weapon from Shadow Crew. Your mother said that you had no means of transfer to get to Zayfast City. It's true? Sort of. Fancy that. Your mother's actually being totally truthful for once. Would you care to elaborate on why I'm being your taxi driver for today? No! All you need to know is that I didn't wreck any of our vehicles. Any of them. Oh, I totally believe you. Fortunately for you, I suppose Lorinda sent me on the same mission. We're both after it then? Yeah. You can guess what Lorinda wants to do with it. Oh! I recognize this one. Speak of the devil. Keep quiet, Grindel. Otherwise, we'll be in real trouble. Oh, and turn this so-called music down a bit more, please. But you told me to leave the volume control alone. Just do it. Yeah! Lorinda, what's up? Are you out on your way? You seem to have stopped earlier. Yeah, traffic problems. Really? I didn't see anything on my system. Yeah, Bruce. It's Knockers on the other line. Hey, good morning, SPG. Playing WTC Relentless Protagonist, a visual novel. Kind of intrigued at the moment. I'm not too sure where the story is going at, but we'll see. Really? I didn't see anything on my system. Being tracked? Of course, it's how we found the old car, too. Well, what little was left on it anyway. You poor person. It was just a short traffic jam, Lorinda. Nothing important. Anyway, to what do I owe the pleasure of the call? Just wanted to remind you that you need to swipe the neuro-wiping weapon before the council losers do. Then we'll use it on them. It'll be an easy win. So make sure that you... Hang on. What's that music? Oh, just listening to the radio. Are you feeling well? This isn't like you. Usually it's just the sound of silence. Well, most of the time, music can be distracting. Yes, but... What now? Fine. Got to go. You know who wants a meeting. Bring back the goods, and then we can wipe out the Council of the Unseen. Hang on, you fat pervert. I'm coming. What? Where's my baseball bat? What's happening? Behind the door, if I remember correctly. Ah, yes, you're right. This is just in case things get a bit off track. Just don't go overboard. When do I ever do that? Do you really want me to answer that? Unfortunately, few people can reach the same pity level as your holiness. I think we're going to have a little chat about. Oh, Lorinda, I'm waiting for you. Before you deliver your next sermon on the mount, don't be long on the mission, Ethan. You've got stapling to do when you get back. Wonderful. Will you please leave? Where was I? Oh yes. You shouldn't meet any unexpected trouble, but if you do come across Grendel or any of her lackeys, make sure to take the weapon and shove it up their... Yeah, enough of that. Like we hung up on her. The Phoenix Custodian, somewhere in America. Hey! Hey, come on! We've got a lot to discuss. Alright, I'm coming. Keep your pants on. For once. She's not exactly a fan of mine, is she? That's putting it mildly. Sounds like you and your lovely assistant are having a bit of a problem. We've been better. I think that it could also be much worse. What are we going to do with the weapon when we get to it? The original idea was to try and dismantle it and get transported back to base. You know what this reminds me a little bit? Well, a little bit, not a lot. But it reminds me of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. where, you know, like they have to find weapons before anybody else does and things like that. But I'm not sure if it's actually this. We'll see. I presume your plan was the same? Yeah. But it looks like everything has changed. I wouldn't be surprised if Mrs. Jinx has got something planned, no doubt for me. I've been thinking of all the permutations that could arise, being on a wild goose chase, for example. Or she may have it herself already, and is just going to doing this to keep me away from my parents for whatever reason. I wouldn't do that. You're just being paranoid. I certainly wouldn't put anything past her. That's a pretty scary thought, actually. Plus, I still haven't found out whom she's involved with now. Has she told you? No, she hasn't mentioned anything at all. Wouldn't tell you even if she had. Just hope you're right about this being a normal mission, albeit a slightly unorthodox one. Of course I am. She knows how much this mission means to me. That important, eh? All mine are. However, all the planning and stuff is tiring. Could always do with some extra help if you follow me. If it's not your mother, it's you. No harm in asking, is there? Oh, is there a phone call? Guess who? It had better not be my chief. I wouldn't be pleased if it was either. No, it's your mother. How unexpected. Ah, hello, Mrs. Jinx. Hello, Ethan. Is Grendel there? Actually, judging from the excellent taste in music, I would say she is. Oh, I had to stop at Timmy's. I couldn't watch. I'm sorry. So sorry. How dare you, Bruce? You've missed so much of the story. You'll have to watch the replay. I'm here, Mom. You were right. Ethan did turn up. I'm glad to hear that. As I'm sure Ethan wouldn't have wanted to disappoint you or his parents. Some extra hands are always useful, aren't they? Plus, extremely sexual tension and incoming phone calls. I'm so confused. SPG, this is typical visual novel. I think you're in the right path. I think as a matter of fact, you understand everything about this. It allows me to toy with Ethan again. It's always a highlight of my day. I have quite enough fun in my life. Thank you ever so much, Mrs. Jinx. Now, how on earth did you find my parents? The usual way, of course. Eh? So we'll find a nice quiet place to have a little chat. What's happening here? I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, SPG, help me! Get me out of here! It seems as though my friends are a little perturbed by some of your actions. I'm sure we'll easily get to the bottom of things, eh? Looks like they're Canadian or something. Eh? Ah, no, you did it again to me. Well, I needed some rather important information out of you. Oh wait, that was me and the mom? As you weren't being terribly cooperative at the time, it was the only route I had. Then I just accidentally happened to ask about your parents. Accidentally? I somehow doubt it. If it's any consolation, you were absolutely gushed about them. Besides, can't we have a bit of fun whilst we're doing secretive and highly dangerous work? No, this needs to be taken seriously. Nonsense. You can never have too much fun. Am I right or am I right, Grendel? Yeah, fun for all! I can't always tell whether I'm dealing with a couple of dangerous enemy agents or wannabe comedy duos. Ethan, we've known each other for a while now, so why not call me Abigail? I would prefer not to, thank you. But calling me Mrs. Jinx, and don't forget I've been divorced for a year now, is just so formal. Man, I guess you were right, SPG. There's some sexual tension here. Extreme sexual tension. We're gonna call it EST. I hate to point this out, but I am at work. Secondly, I don't think a first name basis is quite right, considering the fact that you've got my parents hostage. What? Is he always like this? Yes. It's really quite worrying. Thank you both for your concern over my mannerism. But this is neither the time nor place for such discussions. Yeah, I guess you're kind of an expert, SPG, on this. I'm kind of wondering. Have you been playing a lot of these? Right. Now you're just being embarrassing. Could we just move on to why you phoned? I presume my parents are okay? Of course, they're fine. I'm not some common thug, you know? Ah, good. I do have standards. Sorry. Apology accepted, my dear. Could I speak to them, please? Of course. Who would you like to speak to? I'm gonna speak to my dad. See what's gonna happen. Hang on. Okay. Oh, this is my dad. Hello, son. How are you? Are you okay? Of course we're okay. We're having a lovely time. Yes? Abigail seems to know a lot about you, and we don't need to go there. Well, I was wondering whether she's a girlfriend that you never told us about. No, she isn't. But you need to settle down, son, and... Not this again, Dad! But... Could you please pass me back to Abigail, or I mean Mrs. Herrera? Fine, if you want, but before you get rid of me... Have you managed to pay your rent this month? Well... We would be more than willing to help out there, but... It's very dangerous, it's very generous of you, and thank you for your previous help, but... You really should stop going out to eat so often. It's expensive and unhealthy too. It's not a problem. Lorinda pays some rent too, so it's not too bad. Who is Lorinda? Ah, she's someone who lives with me. I can imagine the thoughts that will be going through Dad's head from now on. I should have kept quiet. Oh well, the cat's out of the bag. We, live together. Ah, wait for it. Darling, our son has a girlfriend already. There we go. Don't worry, I'll ask. Ah, how come you haven't told us before? What's she like? Can we come and visit? When's her birthday? When are you two getting hitched? How much rent does she pay? Is it enough? Pass me back to Mrs. Jinx, please. Oh, it's like that, isn't it? I know when I'm not wanted. Dad. We have plenty of time, you know. You may have, but myself and Grendel don't. Besides, I don't want another lecture about finding someone and settling down. By the way, how exactly did you describe yourself to my parents? Let's put it this way. I've been your baby pictures. I've seen your baby pictures. Oh my gosh, I'm going to kill them. Oh, we got an achievement here. Water route. Bruce says he should put the heat on because he's wearing a scarf. Yeah, looks cool in that apartment. Yeah, exactly. So what? Who would wear a scarf in-house, right? So why are you phoning Mrs. Jinx? Besides trying to get me married off. The reason I'm phoning is because, well, it's a delicate matter. Go on. I'm not sure I should be mentioning this with Grendel around. Why, Mom? Well, myself and my bodyguards have been playing Ethan's parents at Monopoly, and well, how much do you think you could get for one of your kidneys, Ethan? Okay? What I'm saying is that your parents are heavily in debt to me. Oh, right. Very heavily. And? What do you mean, and? They owe me far more money than their house and contents would make if I sold them. Oh, is that all you've got to say on the matter? No, I'm glad you're concerned about their financial welfare. Ascot. Grendel, is Ethan okay? Yes, he seems fine. Why? Because he doesn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation. On the contrary, Mrs. Jinx, I understand very well indeed. I am my own person. How my parents create their own financial problems or solve them is of no concern of mine. I don't know what to say. Now, if that's all, I would like to complete this mission sometime before the next century. Wait, what now? Another game? But you've got no interesting. Are you sure? You realize what will happen if you lose again? What's going on? Your parents want a third game and have... Hang on. Are you absolutely certain? Very well then, we'll have a third game. Did you hear that? Yes. The choice of collateral is interesting, to say the least. Why? Oh, it's me. Yes, and? It happens. Ah! I want the old Ethan back, the sensible one. Thank you for your concern, again, but I have no problem with it. You are weird. I presume you're using professional rules? No, tournament rules. Ooh. I presume Dad tried the Blossom Harmony tactic? Yes, that's why your parents are in so much debt. I'll just have to hope he doesn't use it again then. I do wonder about you at times. Thank you. You do realize that when your father loses, everything he owns will be mine. Yes, and? All collateral will be mine, including you. I'm sure he'll do just fine. Judging by the previous games, I somehow doubt your wish will come true. Anyway, when you've completed your mission with Grendel, go back home. I'll help you move into my abode. Then I'll assign your duties. What do you think, Grendel? This is going to be great. Like, her daughter has like no objection to that. That is so strange. Can we break out the dog kennel for him to sleep in? Okay. That is an excellent idea. This is so weird. Hey, I'm not living in a dog kennel. Don't worry, it'll only be for a few days until you've been broken in. What's that? We'll get started then. Right. Well, wish me good luck. Haha. Welcome to the Herrera family, Ethan. Alright. Well, that was different. Yeah! You okay there? Why didn't I think of something so simple? Because it's not going to be simple. Eh? Your mother is going to be sorely disappointed if she thinks she's going to win. She will. I have every confidence in my mother's cheating skills. I bet you're not looking forward to doing all the cleaning, cooking, and washing, are you? Considering you've got so many servants to help you, I don't think I'll have much to do, except lounge around. Now, that is something I wouldn't mind. It would be nice to be waited on hand and put for once. So interesting, the story writers may have been on mushrooms. Well, SPG, I am interviewing them this Friday, so maybe it's a question I can ask them on Friday. Who knows? But I'm glad that you're interested in it. And surprised, honestly. Lounging around. You're taking the news very weirdly. Haha, what's so funny? I presume your mother never checked up. Wait, I presume your mother never checked up on my father? I'm sure she would have checked to make sure he wasn't a sadistic, psychopathic serial killer. Alright. Okay, Bruce, have a good day at work. Hopefully, you enjoy your day, and I'll see you on the next stream. But her checks wouldn't have gone any further. Probably not. No, why? Oh, this is going to be so good. Wish someone could have recorded the game for me. Alright, SPG, yeah, I'm happy that you'll be interested in the interview. Bye. Yeah, like I mentioned, they have about like 20 visual novels. They're pretty, they have a pretty handful amount. So I'm gonna be asking, what's the story behind all of the games and how to play them in order. Some of them are free also, if you're ever interested. But yeah, let's see here. Let's continue. How good are you at suing, Grendel? What are you so happy about? That is a former Monopoly world champion. Former. Oh dear. Winner for 5 consecutive years and on and off before then too. His in-game lying and cheating skills were beyond anything anyone had ever seen before. But he lost. Lost several games in a row? That's his favorite tactics. Lose 2 games in a row and then bounce back in the third. You haven't seen my true power of Monopoly. So it'd be funny if they had like an anime involved around like the Monopoly game. His opponents would be so sure of themselves they'll start making mistakes and forced errors. Then the Blossom of Harmony move will remove all corporation tax and land his opponents with a massive liability bill. Combine that with share investments for intercompany deviation scamming and you just can't go wrong. He makes enough profit to not only cover all losses from previous games, but a substantial one from the last game. This is not good. I better phone mom back, and your mother abandoning a game would immediately mean all her solvent collateral would be split among the remaining players. Playing with tournament rules, don't forget. Assuming of course your mother can be bothered to follow them. Of course she will, she's a stickler for rules. In that case, I'm sure mom and dad wouldn't mind being multi-billionaires. Mom is going to lose if she carries on playing, isn't she? Yep, quite badly, I'm afraid. How good is your mother at lawn mowing? So how come you don't play the game? Oh, I do at times, usually against Lorinda. She is a professional player as well, by the way. She's mentioned that she's entered a few competitions. I've just never been keen on it. All the best I can ever hope for is to break even. No loses and no gains. Perhaps I'm too nice and kind to be able to play it properly. SPG says, I'm starting to question how difficult the development process on this title was. Yeah, I think from my understanding, he writes the whole story, and then he has to draw in like all the animations and all of that. There's not a lot of animations though, but it's there. I think your halo has fallen off. How about you? You've never mentioned it before, so I would like to keep it that way too. Oh, you're listening, Bruce. I knew that you were into that kind of music. Oh, really? Well, in that case. Oh, look at that, dollar bills. Benjamin Franklin. Who wants to be a millionaire? I do. I really hate you at times. Okay. Prologue number 2, Elsewhere. Click when ready to continue. Alright, a new scene. Shadow Crew Messenger. Sir, we're nearing the deadline. Hey, has a ransom been paid? Nothing yet. So, they obviously want a demonstration of our power. Very well. We'll indulge them. Has everyone left this island? Yes, sir. There should be no witnesses. Good. Prepare the transformation sequence and then power up the neuro-wiping weapon. Let me know when... Wait a minute, sir. What is it? Interesting. We've just received notification that seems to indicate one enemy vehicle has been dispatched, presumably to try and stop us. Just the one? Yes. How far out are they? We'll be approaching the mainland port terminal shortly. Ah, does everyone think we're fooling around here? Now what? Some additional information. It appears that the inbound vehicle contains 2 enemy agents. 2? Just 2? So it does look like our threats aren't being taken seriously. Well, if that's the case then, I think there are going to be a couple of extra reasons for us to increase our demands of certain country. After all, what's this few $1 trillion compared to public humiliation for a failed mission and a couple of very talkative spies? Postpone the launch and notify me when they've arrived at Zafas City. Yes, sir. Prologue number 3. Hey, look at that. We're advancing pretty fast. Half an hour later. We're making much better progress than I was expecting. Who knows? It might be a good omen. Right. I'm bored. And hungry too. Didn't you eat before you left? Of course I did. A nice 8-course breakfast consisting of... I don't want to know, Grindel. Oh, are you hungry as well? I love the reaction of everybody who's coming in the chat. Hey, Doragon. It is, as SPG would say, it is EST as the abbreviation I'm giving it. Extreme sexual tension is what we'll call it. But the real name of the game is WTC, Relentless Protagonist. WTC means Welcome to Chester, I think, or something like that. But yeah, here we are at prologue number 3. Oh, are you hungry as well? No, not particularly. It's just I don't want to hear about your dining experience. Jealous? Yes. Not fair. You get all-you-can-eat buffet, and I get to eat a pizza, if I can't afford it. I don't know where you put it all. I have a high metabolism, and I'm constantly active as well. Yeah, that could be Gurgon. Maybe in some countries. I don't know who created this game, where he's from, so maybe it's legal. Well, wherever he is. Yes, particularly, it's stealing my money. That's my friendship tax. Will you please stop helping yourself to my money? I would like to remind you of our agreement. What's mine is mine and what's yours is also mine. Of course, if you work for me, then I'm sure something can be worked out. No need, I'm going to move. Thanks. You could, I suppose. but you might have trouble there. Why? Well, banks like to keep loyal customers, and I own some of them as well. But wouldn't it be unfair for me? To me? How? I wouldn't have access to your money. I see that as a good thing. My mom would instead. Oh. Oh no. Together we own all the banks in the city. It's wonderful. Ah! This story makes no sense. Bruce says, that's what I agreed to do when I got married. What's mine is my wife's, and what is my wife's belongs to her. Yeah, that's a good agreement, I guess. But does she own all the banks, Bruce? Does she own Banque de Montréal, Scotiabank, not bank, Union? I don't know what accent. Wait, it's Union in around here, but I don't know if it's Union in Montreal. But anyway, I bet she owns all the banks. Hang on, what? We're not heading towards an airport, are we? Nope. Oh no. Agents have now left the mainland port on a boat heading towards Zayfast City. The docking will be at the southern tip. Sounds like they won't be using the main terminal here. No doubt they are trying to sneak in. Like that'll work. Your car has been left behind. Commander, commandeer that immediately. Yes, sir. Have you ascertained exactly who is now on course to pay us a visit? Yes, we have. Brendel Jinx and Ethan Lewis. Really, now. Bring up their profiles. Yes, sir. That one looks like a spitting image of my granddaughter. Yes. We didn't spend all that effort and money to infiltrate the Council of the Unseen coding facility in England for nothing. Wait, what's happening? I'll let my granddaughter know her services will be required shortly. Yes, sir. Okay. Here we are in Zayfast City. Out of the way, out of the way. This is a national emmer. Blurg. Ah, smell that fresh sea air. Smell that. Blurg. Are you alright there? No, I'm not alright. I feel awful. And it's all your fault. My fault? How? We came by boat and... Blurg. I hate boats. Why the hell did you think that we should travel here using a vehicle that goes up and down, up and... oh no. Man, personally, I really love boat rides. I really love the sea in general. But I don't like heights, though. You'll never see me on a high level. But on the sea, like, put me there every day. Hey, if I had known you got seasick, I could have defeated you ages ago. This isn't funny. I feel awful. Oh, come on. It was a short trip. You'll be back to your effervescent self in next to no time. Besides, why didn't your mother tell me? If she had, I would have brought some seasickness tablet with me. I didn't want... I hate boats. There was no other way of arriving here, Brendel, unless, of course, your plan for today was to go out with a bang. But that's why she was asking for an airport, is because we actually were on a boat trip. She didn't like that. So everything my little bunny rabbit has said has been confirmed. Shadow Crew are at the northeastern corner of Zayfast City, disguised as a secondary school. So I want you to grab their neural wiping weapon. Bring it back and we'll put an end to their experience. Zayfast City? That was the one that was built 20-odd years ago, off the northeastern coast. Ah, you've heard of it? Of course. I've always wanted to pay it a visit, but with everything going on... Excuse me. I heard it's totally self-sufficient for everything. Yes, and it's annoying. We could have cut off the power supply to the place, or even just the Shadow Crew otherwise. Fortunately, somewhat anyway, Zayfast City has been totally evacuated under the guise of some sort of civil defense test. So no one will be around if you finally decided to have a bit of fun at someone else's expense. Duragon says, is this a game or a click-to-read graphic novel? It is a visual novel, so we're just reading along here, Duragon. There's no basically gameplay. But yeah, I think they're called Priority Interactive Novels. That's what they do. They do visual novels like that. They have about 20 in their library, and yeah, they're they have a big selection. Bruce says, "What's this intense superhero music?" Well, Bruce, not sure, but I don't hear superhero music. I hear sexually tensioned music. But whoever all music taste is different. So of course I can hear. Yeah. Oh, Dragon agrees with Bruce. Yeah, there's a Spider-Man, Batman vibe to it. Interesting. Yeah, it's very different from what we hear previously. Succinctly put, Lorinda, you're getting much better at hiding your true intentions. Oh, haha. Anyway, you had better get there before their deadline expires. Hopefully, you'll have enough time to stop them from firing it. If I'm not in time, I wouldn't like to think. From what I've been told, it's a particularly nasty device. But if you are late, at least try and cause them as much trouble as you can. I mean it as well. No point in feeling sorry for them at that point in time. Oh, and we do know the usual boat service has been suspended. Boat service? Yeah. It's the only way there. The place has no airport and no connection to the mainland, so a boat is the only way in. Hopefully you'll find something you can use to get over there. It may even mean you have to do a bit of breaking and entering. But don't worry, your halo shouldn't slip too far. Funny. Hope you don't get seasick. What about getting away with the device? I really doubt I can stick it in my jacket pocket. Borrow a large vehicle and then drive back with it to the southern harbor. Contact me and hopefully I'll be able to get a transport helicopter to pick it up. So basically, break in everywhere, steal everything. Gotcha. Hopefully? I'm assuming you'll have caused enough damage to make sure they can't shoot anything down. It's also another reason why you can't fly there. If you can't make the airspace safe, then you'll be in a bit of a bother. I haven't found out yet where all their defense systems are. So if you want to deal with them first, you'll have to go looking. One last thing, you'll find all communications are blocked. How am I supposed to contact you when I need to exfiltrate? The obvious way, of course, destroy their power system or find whatever they're using to stop transmission. I think that's about it. Right, I'm off to have some fun with my newly acquired pet. You had better get going. Try not to screw things up. Lorinda... Before you start one of your insipid, moralistic speeches, I would like to remind you again that your authority ends where my job starts. And I do so love my work. Yeah, we're really going to have to talk when I get back. Just make it less boring this time. Oh, the phone is ringing? Who is that? Mrs. Jinx again. What? My, who got out of bed on the wrong side today? Mrs. Jinx, to what do I not owe the pleasure? I was wondering whether you could do a favor for me. I don't work for you, Rendell, or whatever organization you've ingratiated yourself into. Even this short call needs deleting from our servers. The server administrator is currently on holiday, so hopefully his replacement will be quite willing to earn a bit of money on the side. With any luck, it'll be far less than usual. Unless he is, of course. I'll wait for him to go off on a lunch break and then I can do everything myself. I've seen the admin do it often enough, so I think I should be able to do that. To perform the steps needed without triggering any alarms of any sort. Pro money saving tip there. Now what? Okay. No, it can't be. That's impossible. What the hell have you done? I seem to have your full attention now. Good. If you do anything to, don't get your pants in a bunch. Your parents are just fine at the moment. Although, if you don't do what I want, then they may end up being less fine. Just get on with it. Don't worry, it's nothing onerous, and should be easy to keep hidden from your peers. So what is it? Grendel was going after a weapon that some group calling themselves Shadow Crew have created. So the council wanted too, but Brenda never mentioned that. I wonder if she bothered checking. If she hadn't, then Lorinda really slipped up for some reason. Okay, what shall I say? Oh, them. My next mission is to go after Shadow crew as well. Yeah, let's do that. Really? I wasn't expecting that. Wills, it could complicate things. It shouldn't affect what I want from you. Which is? Due to a slight incident at the Council of the Unseen, Grendel was unable to find a suitable vehicle for her task. So she's got no way of getting to the port end. Las Anrumal, I believe, is the nearest seaport to me. No, nor any way of crossing the sea. Has she accidentally damaged Council vehicle Perhins? Yes. Sorry? Yes, she managed to total a Vaster some vehicles. That's what comes off trying to replicate a stem from Quick Walk. Wow. Whilst it's only temporary and it's still problematic. That's the best thing I've heard all day. It's not funny. If Grendel doesn't get to the weapon before they activate it, I would hate to see what devastation it would cause. Why would you care? After all, it'll help you. It'll mean extra work for Grendel. It'll put her plans for the world back quite a few months, if not years. It's almost as though you never left the Council of the Unseen. I'm just making sure Grendel fulfills her wonderful ambition for world domination. What do your new masters think of you still helping Grendel? They know the score. The people I'm now with have generally the same goal. We just proceed in a different way. Who knows? We may even merge into one formidable organization. Who are you with now? That would be telling. So, are you willing to help? Okay, I will, but just this once. In addition, I'm taking the weapon. Okay, You're not going to argue with it? You'll either have to try and prevent Grendel getting to it first, or you could work together and reach some compromise over who gets it, or what to do with it. Oh, this is another attempt to get me to join Grendel, isn't it? Aha. You guessed correctly. I'll give your love to your parents. Bye! Well, let's pay a visit to the server room. Alright, here we are. So that's why we're both here. Mother is very good at persuading people. You'll now see how successful my mission can be. Oh no. Anyway, I think it would be best if we head towards our target rather than... I don't care. I'm hungry. I'm not surprised. It looks like you've thrown up everything you've eaten today. Well, buy me something to eat. Well, I do know you haven't accessed illegally my bank account recently, so I should be able to push the boat out a bit and push the boat out. Lurk. Oh, you hadn't finished. Fancy that. You just wait. If you've now finally stopped throwing up everywhere, I was going to suggest I could buy us a cheap snack. Oh, bluefin otoro. Sashimi. No, I said cheap. I was thinking more along the lines of hamburger each. I love hamburgers. What the hell is a hamburger? Okay. It's a bit of a highly processed meat slapped between two buns. You expect me to eat that? You don't have to, but you did say you were hungry. As you've nearly cleaned out my bank account, it's all I can afford. We may also need provisions for the return journey, so I'm saving money for that. Of course, you were feeling generous. You could always... Let's find a place for you to purchase your peasant food. Giddy up, horsey. When I said I wasn't going to give you a piggyback, I meant it. Yeah, here I am. Onward, my truly steed, for I require sustenance. It's very tempting to throw you into the sea. Oh man. Alright guys, so I think that we're gonna end it here. Let me stretch a little bit. Okay. And let's save the game. I'm gonna save an empty slot here. Go back and maybe save. Do a quick save also, just in case. There you go. Alright guys, so hopefully you enjoyed today's stream of WTC, Relentless Protagonist. Keep a lookout because we'll be interviewing the creator or the dev of this game, Priority Interactive Novels, this Friday on the Itai show. So yeah, keep a lookout. And tonight I'll probably be streaming some Dark Tide again with some of my friends. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna be streaming some Grippin, which I have I was giving a key for that, so you know, very grateful. And we'll have some fun. No, not as much reading this time around, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm not too much into visual novels, honestly. When I play them alone, I actually start falling asleep. Just reading in general makes me fall asleep, so I don't usually play them. This game seems interesting. There's a lot of, you know, it drags a lot of you know, of conversations that could be skipped, you know. But you know, I'm still interested to know where this is going at, and yeah, very interested to see like the whole story, or you know, what's involved around it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see each other on the next stream, guys. Have a good one, and see you next time. Bye.